Eddy current. Eddy current. Let's see what is it. When a metal block is subjected to a rapidly changing magnetic field, an EMF and corresponding an EMF and a corresponding induced voltage is developed throughout the volume of the cube. This current is in the form of circles, hence the name eddy. Eddy, because the word eddy means circle, is known as eddy current. So if I give you any metal block which I subject it to very large changing magnetic field, maybe this magnetic field is changing very rapidly, very fast, okay, and as a result what will happen is that a current will be induced throughout the volume, everywhere, in the form of circles. Such current is called eddy current. What is the use of eddy current? Uses of eddy current. So eddy current is very useful in many cases. Some example of eddy current is that, imagine this is a disc, this is a copper disc, this is a copper disc, you are holding it from here like this way, here, excuse my drawing, you are holding it like this and you are moving this way like this, okay, and there is a region of magnetic field present, not there, only in this portion, going down like this way, it is present only in this region, only from here to here it is present, not beyond that. What will happen? We will see, as this copper plate goes through the magnetic field, perpendicular magnetic field, during the time it is inside the magnetic field lines of flux is changing rapidly with the copper plate. So when the plate is inside, when the plate will be inside the plate, when the plate will be inside, there will be current in the form of circles like this. These are called eddy current, okay, these are called eddy current, they are in the form of circles. Got it? But when it comes out, gone. This current will not be present. So what are the uses of this? What is it? What are its uses, and what is the effect of this one? First example, uses of eddy current will be melting of metals. Melting of metals. Let me show you one example. Look at this one. So here, this is a solenoid. Okay. So in this solenoid, what we will do, we will increase the current. As the current increases, magnetic field also increases. We know the magnetic field inside the solenoid, right? So magnetic field lines will also get more and more strong inside the solenoid. So as the magnetic field and the flux line linked with this metal object is increasing, you see what will happen now. Very soon it is going to get red hot, and as it gets red hot, then it will melt. You can't see anything, but something is there. You can see it is levitating. It is not falling. Why is not falling? Because magnetic field is there, right? This is a ferromagnetic substance. Extend it a little bit. Now you see. Can you see it's getting little red?
It's getting red.
It's getting hot. There, it is already melted. It's melted. Okay? It's in molten state now. Molten state now. This is eddy current.
It's still floating.
The eddy current, you see, it's checking. Yeah, it's liquid now. It's liquid. Okay?
So even if it's liquid, it's still the magnetic field is still holding it.
Yeah, it's a liquid metal. Metal has been in the liquid state now. It's the metal substance which is in the liquid state. Now you see, using graphite. The pencil is the pencil nib is a graphite, na? So it can withstand so much heat, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Now you see, there, correct? Isn't it a liquid or not? You see this portion? There is a liquid.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Understand? So this is how eddy current. So it is the reason is the eddy current. Because of eddy current, the metal got melted. Understand? So in eddy current, what do?
Yes.
You take a small metal object and then subject it to a very rapidly changing magnetic field, and consequently eddy current is developed throughout the volume and it melts it, right? That is the first thing. So second application would be application of the electric brakes. There are electric brakes you have seen these days which are used in trains or in many other high-speed vehicles. We use this technology. How do we do it? A strong magnetic field is applied to a rotating disc. Rotating drum is applied to a rotating drum attached to the wheel. Eddy current is set up in the drum exerts a torque, reverse torque that slows down the vehicle, slows down the wheel. Okay. This is used in trains, used in anything. So the concept is something like this way. There is a drum. If this is the wheel, it has some magnets fixed here, and here we'll have a drum which rotates with the wheel. I have opened the wheel, okay, to explain you. Now when a strong magnetic field is applied, very fast changing magnetic field, what will happen? An eddy current will be produced, and as a result, Lenz's law said it will try to resist the cause producing it. So consequently, if the wheel was first initially rotating like this way, the drum will try to move it like this way. Understand? And it will stop.
Yes, sir.
So I forgot to use one word, induction furnace. This is called the induction furnace. Done?
Yes, sir.
Next is speedometer. 3 applications you should know. Speedometers of car means if you see the one which gives you the idea that how much speed you are running, the car is running and how much speed, that is called the speedometer. In a speedometer, what happened? In a speedometer there is a magnet. A magnet rotates with the speed of the vehicle. Which is placed inside an aluminium drum. Which is placed inside an aluminium drum fitted with a spring. Okay, fitted with the spring. As the magnet rotates, eddy current is set up in the drum. Which opposes the motion of the magnet. Okay. A reverse torque shows the deflection on the scale. So there is a drum. In short, there is a drum. There is an aluminium, say exactly like the brake. Aluminium drum is there. This aluminium drum is fitted with a needle, which is pivoted on a spring. The spring will be somewhere here, and there is and this one, as it rotates, what will happen? The magnet. So here will be the magnet. Let's say this magnet rotates with the wheel like this. Let's say. So as it rotates, what will happen? An induced current will be produced. So this induced current will exactly proportional to the motion of the wheel in the forward direction. It will reverse. It will opposes the motion, and it will give a current. and as a result, because of this current, the needle is going to deflect. What is the purpose of the hairspring? Once it has deflected and the vehicle stops moving, then the needle will come back to its original point. Who will be responsible for bringing it back? The spring, exactly like the galvanometer one. Okay, the deflecting torque and the restoring torque. So spring provided the restoring torque to bring the needle back to its original position. So these are some functions of eddy current. And another one, the most important one. I'll clean the board now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is electromagnetic shielding. Electromagnetic shielding. What is this? Imagine you have a very thick metal plate. Very thick metal plate. You subject it to you give a very highly rapidly changing magnetic field at one face of this shield at a point P. A very fast changing magnetic field is directed towards the point P. What will we see? We will see, or not P, let's say the point P. We will see there is a large amount of current will be formed here. But the point P on the other side of the metal will get unaffected. Nothing will get, no effect will be found at the point P. This is called electromagnetic shielding. Okay? When a magnetic field, I'm just writing B, when a magnetic field directed towards the metal sheet is suddenly switched on. A large eddy current is produced on the sheet. Okay. However, it is observed that for a point P on the other side of the sheet, there is a partial change of magnetic field. In short, the point P gets protected or shielded from the rapidly changing magnetic field. This is called electromagnetic shielding. Please write it. This is called electromagnetic shielding. Now there is one disadvantage of eddy current. Just like eddy current can be used to melt metal, it also causes harm to transformer core. Let me clean it. Okay, we will talk about this in transformer only, because what is transformer you need to know. Just now you know that when a large changing magnetic field, a rapidly changing magnetic field or whenever magnetic field is increasing rapidly from 0 to maximum, if any metal block is present in his nearby, a current will be induced throughout its volume in the form of a circle. Such current is called eddy current. Okay, and based on the change, the magnitude of eddy current will be more or less, and as a result it can burn the metal. Similarly, in case of a transformer work on the principle of mutual induction, which we will be learning in our next class, self induction and mutual induction. Okay, so in mutual induction what will happen, the core is subject to a large change of magnetic field every time. So consequently what happened, the field get warmed up, field get heated, and it loses, the core get loses. Got it? So as it get loses, as it get losses there, so humming noises come in between. So when I teach mutual induction, I will discuss more about it. Or sometimes it can melt the core. So how do you prevent it? The way to prevent it is that, the way to prevent the damage of transformer core is to break it into number of laminated sheets. Okay, break them into different laminated sheets so that eddy current, we can minimize the eddy current. So we will now know more about it in transformer. We'll highlight this point in transformer. Okay, so that was the most important thing of what you call eddy current. So eddy current is there. Okay.